Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel Read with Rizwan. And today's topics are vegetarianism in Sri Lanka. So let's get started. Sri Lanka emerged as an independent country in 1948. The leaders of the Sinhala community sought to secure dominance over government by virtue of their majority, so they adopted a series of vegetarian measures to establish Sinhala supremacy. According to these, people who are more in number should benefit from the government than the minority. For example, in your class of 40, 25 students are interested in Sunday class and remaining not. So if we consider the numeric majority of 25, we can clearly say majority is ruling on minority. Right. In 1956, an act was passed to recognize Sinhala as the official language, thus disregarding Tamil. The government used measures to enforce the Sinhala supremacy over the Sri Lankan minority, that is Tamils. Gradually, this increased the feeling of alienation, ignored or left out among the Sri Lankan Tamils. The minority in the country were denied equal political rights, discriminated against them in getting jobs and other opportunities, and ignored their interests. The Sri Lankan Tamils launched parties and struggles for the recognition of the Tamils as an official language for regional autonomy. By 1980s, several political organizations were formed demanding an independent Tamil Eelam state. This conflict between two communities soon turned into a civil war. As a result, thousands of people of both the communities have been killed. Many families were forced to leave the country as refugees, and many more lost their livelihoods. This affected severely the country's development. This shows that if majority is given importance in a country, could lead to a disturbance of the society. Moving on to the next topic, accommodation in Belgium. Let's see how Belgium solved their problem. Belgian leaders took a different part. They amended their constitution 4 times so as to work out an arrangement that would enable everyone to live together within the same country. Here are some of the elements of the Belgian model. Constitution of Belgium prescribes that number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. The state governments are not subordinate to the central government. Brussels in capital has a separate government in which both the communities have equal representation. The French speaking people accepted equal representation in Brussels because the Dutch speaking community has accepted equal representation in central government. Apart from the central and the state government, there is a third kind of government, that is community government, elected by people belonging to one language community, Dutch, French and German speaking, no matter where they live. You might find the Belgian model very complicated. Indeed, it is very complicated even for people living in Belgium. But when many countries of Europe came together to form European Union, Brussels were chosen as its headquarters. So what do we learn from these two stories of Belgium and Sri Lanka? Both are democracies, yet they dealt with the question of power sharing differently. From the above example, it shows that if a majority community wants to force its dominance over others and it refuses to share power, it can undermine the unity of the country. Thanks for watching. That's it for the day. Hope you like the video. Do subscribe the channel.